Hey everybody, Ken here, CCG Vlog. 3 events this weekend. It's Super Bowl weekend, it's VFW weekend for us here at CCG, which is always the second weekend of the month. $1,000 to give away up for grabs on Sunday. We got a stack tournament, you got bonus points all weekend. What more could you ask for? Great football games, we're giving away $1,000. Stack tournament, the #1 charity poker tournament of all time. VFW halls, bonus points. Those all go hand in hand. Let's get right into it. Friday, we're at the VFW in Oak Lawn. February 9th, week 2 of the February points list. Points list will be updated here Wednesday evening, Thursday morning, right in that time frame. I try for Wednesday evening, might not be till Thursday morning. For the $28,000 free roll. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back, check out the $28,000 free roll information. You don't want to miss out because there's $28,000 up for grabs. Back to Friday. Friday, February 9th at the VFW in Oak Lawn, 2 p.m. to midnight. 4 tournaments. Cash game location extraordinaire is the #1 cash game location for CCG Chicago Charitable Games. You got 1-2 PLO and 2-5, and the action is jamming. Trying to sound cooler than I need it to be, but it's the best spot for cash game players. Meaning we get the most cash game players, the most games, tons of action. It's a really good time. 1-2 starts at 2 p.m., typically about 1:45. PLO starts at 3 p.m., and the 2-5 game typically gets off around 6 or 7. It's been getting off a little bit later, so I'm going to change that to 6 or 7. If you want to play any of the games, hit me up and let me know. 1-2 is always first come, first serve. PLO and 2-5, you can discuss about reserving yourself a seat. So if you want to play some of the bigger games, especially on Fridays, hit me up via text and I will let you know how that can happen. If you want to play the 1-2 game, don't worry about it. They open up games as soon as possible, meaning as soon as there are 4 players, they start a new game. So the 1-2 list is really never more than 4 players long. Unless we're at max capacity, which typically has not happened in a while. We've been trying to accommodate bigger and better fields. Keep that in mind when you're thinking about playing charity poker. Friday, Oak Lawn, 2 p.m. early bird, $20 early bird. 4 p.m. is the $40 second chance. 6:30 is the tournament of the day, the $120 deep stack, 30 cane chips, 20-minute levels, and then the night owl, $50 night owl at 8:30. Tournaments at VFW Oak Lawn worth 1.5. You get a little half bonus with those, so instead of winning 10 points, you win 15. Great way to get a little jump start, tournament players. Cash game players, you're playing for the same amount, 1-to-1 ratio at the #1 location because it's the #1 location. You don't need a reason to go there. Check it out. Saturday, we're at the VFW in Warrenville. Like I always say, Oak Lawn's our #1 cash game location. Warrenville is a killer tournament spot. I'm going to say #1 still. It's getting some close seconds, but Warrenville's still top dog when it comes to that. 3 tournaments on Saturday. 2 p.m. $20 early bird. 4 p.m. is the Saturday Stacks tournament. $120 buy-in. You get up to 40K in that one with your bonus and your add-ons. They're just the add-ons. And then 15 to 25 minute levels. You will not find a better deep stack for the price and the structure and the blind structure for that. 25-minute levels is super deep. Super deep. So deep, my voice doesn't even go that low. That's the 4 o'clock late reg in that one till 7 p.m. And then at 7 p.m. is the $80 Saturday special. Another great one. No ante structure in that one, so it's the big blind ante structure tournament without the big blind antes, which is great. You just pay the small and the big blind. Very deep structure, 25K starting stacks, 15-minute levels, $80 buy-in on Saturday in Warrenville. Straight 1-to-1 points. No bonus points for my tournament players, but my cash game players in Warrenville, you get 1.5 times points, meaning if you play for 4 hours, you're going to get 6 hours added to your points list. That's just the bonus for playing at the VFW in Warrenville. If they got food serving, eat their food. Food's pretty good there in Warrenville. Great drink specials, and she always has, if you're a fan of like diet sodas, they got some great sugar-free stuff. But don't drink it all because that's what I like to drink, and I'll be sad if I get there and there's none left because they bought them all out of stock. But maybe they'll buy more for next time. So go ahead, buy whatever you need to do at the bar. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. It is Super Bowl Sunday, the big game, because I don't think we're allowed to say the Super Bowl, but I'm in a vlog, so I'm just going to say it's the Super Bowl because we're actually talking about the Super Bowl. Kansas City and 49ers. I am going to hope for a 49ers win, but I never really liked the Chiefs. They always seem to piss me off and win. So I'm going to say my heart lies in San Francisco for the 49ers between these two teams, but I got a feeling Kansas City's going to be the victor. Noon to midnight. Double points for tournament players. Double points for cash game players. $120 stack tournament at noon. Late reg till 3. 2 p.m. early bird, 4 p.m. Sunday special, and a 6:30 $20 Action Jackson. Action Jackson's been getting close to 40 players. 40 entries. There are rebuys in that tournament, so it's not 40 players, but it's been a great little bump on Sunday afternoons. It's a super fun tournament to play, so come check it out, and it'll be during game time, which is awesome, because it's the most action-packed tournament we do all weekend. Only costs you 20 bucks. It's a rip-roaring, exciting, fun tournament. Okay, that's the Sunday schedule. We're doing a $1,000 giveaway. The way the giveaway works is that you're getting squares. So every single player who buys into or re-enters, if you enter, you get a second. You get a square on the CCG board. There are no money being exchanged for these squares. They are all free plays. And the way you get them is the following. 1, play in the $120 tournament. Play in the 120, you get a square. If you bust and buy into the 120 again, you get another square. If you bust and you buy a third seat, you get a square. If you do an even 6, I'll give you a bonus square. So the 6th seat purchase will get you actually 2 squares. It's the only way to get a bonus on these squares. So play in the Sunday tournament at noon, you get a square. And you know, football squares, right? Like everybody knows what football squares are. We'll have a big sheet up at the event. It'll be great. $1,000 given away throughout it. There's a first quarter prize, second quarter or halftime prize, third quarter prize, and then the big finale, the $500 prize for the final score. It's super easy. If you don't know how football squares work, hit me up in the comments and I'll explain it to you easier. I'm assuming most players know how to do football squares, and if you don't, it doesn't matter. It's all random, and the only way you can hedge or get an advantage is by getting more squares. So you get a square for playing in the 120 stack tournament. If you final table the early bird, you get squares. Every hour that you play in a cash game on Sunday, you get a square. We will give away squares for as long as we need to give away until we have 100 players. It's a 10 by 10 board, so there's 100 squares possible. So if there's 55 players in the stack tournament and the 9 players at the final table, you know, you're at 64 players. That means 36 of us playing cash games are, you know, going to win all of those. So if that happens, the cash game players get it for the first 3 hours, 2 hours, 4 or 5 hours, whatever it is, until we fill up that sheet. Cash game players, you guys are going to get the rest. Should be a blast. Sundays in Batavia have been great. They got great pizza. They've always had some really good home-cooked meals, and they've got some great drink specials. Plus, the video slot machines, if you're a slot machine player, are downstairs in the basement, and they are loosey-goosey. Only because most of us have been dumping money in those for years and haven't won anything. Featured tournament of the weekend is going to be this 120. We're giving away $1,000 this Sunday for the Super Bowl. If you don't have to be present to win any of those things. So if you don't want a late night, or you got a Super Bowl party to go to, come and play the stack early and get your squares and go home. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of you. You just got to be there for the first part to actually earn your squares. You do not have to be present to actually cash in on any of the prizes. We're giving away deep stack seats, cash prizes, all kinds of good stuff. Tournament seats and cash prizes up to $1,000, a little bit over. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing us with your friends. We've seen such a flush or you know, an influx of new players, and that's amazing. And I only know that comes from you all telling your friends about CCG and how much fun you have. And I truly and greatly appreciate it. As always, thank you, and we will see you this weekend. And let me know who you think's going to win the Super Bowl in the comments. Maybe I'll give away a free seat. Shh, that's a secret vlog at 9 minutes in, so only my truest vlog members will see. Let me know who you think's going to win. I'll give away a deep stack seat for this weekend. Let me know. You can use it anytime. Catch you next time. Bye, everybody.